always fears who leaves the door ajar. He pulls the cotton from our church and scatters it abroad. Such squeaking doors will always squeak. For reading, don't you know? We take the oily to be done by Mr. Nobody. The figure mind upon the door by none of us are made. We never leave the blind unclosed to let the curtain fade. The ink will never skin the book that flying round the sea are not our own. They all belong to Mr. Nobody.
Thank you, contestant number 2. Let's also listen to contestant number 3. Thank you. Before we continue, may we request the audience to please refrain from clapping and may we listen intently to our contestants. We now proceed. Contestant number 4.
Mr. Nobody. I know one little man as quiet as a mouse who does the mystic that is done in everybody's house. There's no one ever sees his face, and yet we all agree that every place we break was rough by Mr. Nobody. This is who always steers our boat, who leaves the door ajar. He pulls the button from our shirt and scatters things apart. That sweet girl will always win. For this is don't you see? Believe the only to be done by Mr. Nobody. The picture marks upon the door by none of us are made. We never leave the light and close to let the thing fade. The ink we never spill. The books that lie around the sea are not ours. They all
Thank you. May we also listen to contestant number 5.
Mr. Noboy. I know a funny as a mouse who does the mischief that in everybody's house. There's no one ever keeps it safe, and yet we all agree that everything we play was cracked by Mr. Nobody. Here our stairs are good. Who lifts the door ajar? He pulls the bottles from her shirt and scatters these apart. That squeaking door will always speak. For we really don't believe. We live the island done by Mr. Nobody. The finger marks upon the door by none of us are made. We never reach the blind and cross to let the person the ink we never feel. The books that fly around are not our books. They all belong to Mr. Nobody.
Thank you, number 5. Let's have contestant number 6.
Mr. Nobody. I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse, who does the mischief that stands in everybody's house. There's no one ever sees his face, and yet we all agree that everything we bring was cracked by Mr. Nobody. Since he will always search our books, who lifts the door ajar, he pulls the bottles from our shirt and scatters in afar. That squeaking door will always squeak, for pretty don't it see. We'll leave the oiling to be done by Mr. Nobody. The finger marks upon the door by none of us are made. We never need the blinds that close to let the curtains fade. If we never spill the food lying around we see are not our food, they all belong to Mr. Nobody.
Thank you. Let's have number 7.
Mr. Nobody. I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse, who does the mischief that is done in everybody's house. There's no one ever sees his face, and yet we all agree that every plate we break was cracked by Mr. Nobody. Since he, who always hears our books, will leave the door ajar, he pulls the bottles from our shirt and scatters it apart. That squeaking door will always squeak for pretty, don't you see? We need the oiling to be done by Mr. Nobody. The finger marks upon the door by none of us are made. We never leave the blinds unclosed to let the curtains fade. The ink we never spill. The boats that lie around the sea are not our goods. They all belong to Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody.
Thank you, number 7. Let's have number 8.
Mr. Nobody. I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse, who does the mischief that is done. Every
Thank you, number 8. And last but not least, let's have number 9.
Mr. Nobody, I know one little man as quiet as a mouse, who does the mischief that is done in everybody's house. There's no one ever sees his face, and yet all agree that every place we break was cracked by Mr. Nobody. This you always use our book, who leaves the door ajar. He pulls the button from our shirt and scatters things apart. That swinging door will always be quick, for pretty don't you see? He leaves the oiling to be done by Mr. Nobody. The finger mark upon the door by none of us are made. We never leave the blinds unclosed. So let the curtain fade. The ink we never spill. The books that lying around you see are not our books. They all belong to Mr. Nobody.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you.